Massive multi-part update. That's how Rockstar described the new DLC for GTA Online. But only massive thing that I see so far is players' disappointment with this GTA Online's update, because a lot of people were expecting to see some big and significant DLC like it happened in previous years. But instead what we got is only 6 missions with like 2 cutscenes, new business that feels pretty much the same as many other businesses in this game, some new cars, few quality of life improvements, and that's pretty much it. Yes, some content like new weapons, new property, taxi business will be drip-feeded later, and there is a ray tracing for next-gen consoles, which to be honest looks kinda cool, but still this update is pretty dry, especially for the one that GTA Online receives in December. But let's take a closer look. So first of all, cars. There are only 5 cars that you can buy so far, and most of them, like this wagon for example, people might buy for collection but probably never gonna use. There are more cars to be added later as a drip feed, as we can see from this tweet from data miner test 2, but still I don't see anything game changing here. Yes, some cars for collection, but that's it. And speaking about drip feed, new garage will be added only next year. It's quite expensive, $3 million, but it has 50 garage slots. Also next year, as a part of drip feed, taxi driver job will be added to GTA Online. I don't think it's a big deal because you know any RP server already has taxi driver job, plus it's probably not gonna be too profitable anyway, so no one will ever do it. Weapons also will be drip feeded later, as well as some parts of the story, and first part of the story, first 6 missions we already received. And to me it feels like they took 2 blood money missions from Red Dead Online and combined them together. Because let's take a look at first 3 missions of this story. It has absolutely the same structure as typical blood money contract. First of all we have a cutscene, and then we have 3 pretty standard missions. Go to point A, kill everyone, grab a slow vehicle, go to point B, kill everyone there, grab another vehicle, go to point C, mission is completed. Nothing special, nothing interesting. It's a recycled content. If you played GTA Online before, you definitely completed the same missions many times already. Again, it's just like with blood money contracts in Red Dead Online. They took stranger missions, they took infamous bounty missions, copy-pasted them, and here we go, new missions. And yes, don't expect to have any sort of a reasonable plot here. Story was written by 10-year-old, I guess. Yes, there are some jokes here and there, but like that's it. Now I have to be honest, second part of this story, last 3 missions, which is basically another blood money contract, I enjoyed more. At least there was something interesting and unexpected, like mission number 4, which is basically a trip, was fun to play for the first time. I'm pretty sure though that it has no replay value, but still. And the last mission was kinda fun in my opinion. Again, it's pretty much recycled content, but combined in a way that is fun to play, at least for the first time. And by the way, there is a positive change comparing to summer GTA Online update, where we also received 6 missions, but then there was no extra payout for completing them all. And in this DLC you receive an extra payment for completing all missions. I received 250,000. And it's actually important because payouts are not significant. On a standard difficulty for each mission I was receiving like $30,000, and considering the fact that there are double payouts for such missions this week, it's, you know, nothing. Anyway, basically this story is 2 blood money contracts combined together, one bad and one is fine. And just like with blood money contracts, I'm pretty sure that pretty much no one is gonna be replaying these missions unless there will be double or triple payouts. Anyway, there will be more missions added later, but I guess they will be on the same level. Don't expect anything significant here. But what about new business, you might ask? Well, after completing the story and also one additional and pretty annoying mission, we will be able to purchase Exit Lab, which reminds me of Terabyte. It's also copy-pasted content. And by the way, it's kinda interesting that during these missions we are stealing this Exit Lab itself, we are stealing equipment and we are stealing supplies, so everything is done by us, but we still still have to pay 750,000 to set it up. It's not too much, so I'm not complaining, but it just looks weird. By the way, we can upgrade it in many ways, but unfortunately to upgrade it and earn more from this business, we have to complete 10 such story missions, so we have to replay them again. Anyways, for how it works, there is nothing new here as well. You buy supplies or you can do a resupply mission, then you wait until production will be over and you deliver. You've probably seen this mechanic in GTA Online many times now. By the way, upgrades to this Brigade 6x6 are made in a new building or area. It's called the Freak Shop, is a headquarter for Dux and his gang, you know, characters from a story. It looks kinda cool, but I mean, if it was not added to GTA Online, in my opinion, there were no difference at all. Just another building that you will visit sometimes. And by the way, speaking about Dux, you can call him anytime and he will give you some additional missions. And this one is interesting because first part is pretty standard: go to the place A, then go to the place B, kill everyone there, but it ends in an unusual way with a trip where I'm not quite sure what to do, and it might be annoying, especially since after completing you waking up in the middle of nowhere, but I still found it refreshing, I guess. Plus payout is good, I received 100,000. I have to also mention Raytracing that was added to next-gen consoles. Here you can see how it works on my Xbox Series X. And yes, Rockstar did a good job here, but in my opinion they should have done it long time ago when releasing expanded and enhanced version. Anyway, in my opinion, this update is a little bit better than Criminal Enterprises update, the one that GTA Online received this summer, but I'm pretty sure that it will be much poorly received by players, and here is why. In my opinion, the main reason why summer update was fairly well received by players is that it had a lot of quality of life improvements, something that players were asking for years. This time there are quality of life improvements as well, but they are just not significant. Like more money for smugglers, cell missions, casino story missions can be done solo. Also, business cell missions can be launched from Terabyte in invite-only lobbies, and now you can manage contacts in your phone. So yeah, there are some quality of life improvements, but most players won't even notice them. So all this DLC has to offer to such players is small and not impressive story, new business that is pretty much the same as previous businesses, few cars, and a lot of promises of a future drip feed content. And that's why it looks like a pretty dry and small DLC, not even comparing to DLCs that GTA Online received in previous years on December, but in general it's just a pretty small DLC. And actually now I'm pretty sure that GTA Online will repeat the fate of Red Dead Online and will be pretty much abandoned by Rockstar much soon than most people expected. And I think so not only because this DLC is small, I have a lot of other evidences, I just waited for the last one. But anyway, let me know in the comments what do you think about this DLC, and as always I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, stay safe, stay healthy, goodbye.